Two men, two world records, one shining shared moment of glory. Here it is. What a scene! Levi LaVallee, Robbie Madison, they conquered their goals here in San Diego.
Why didn't it show Levi?
The measurement for Levi LaVallee, which is stunningly far beyond expectations.
What do we get? Do we beat 261?
412.
Shut up! Shut up!
You beat this
You
record.
heard him whisper the distance.
412.
412 was the news delivered to Levi LaVallee. 412 feet. Meanwhile, Robbie Madison, just to the side of LaVallee, as they ran parallel through the night here at the marina.
Woo! Nice, dude. Awesome.
That final release as those anxious moments are whisked away. High fives all around. Director of Sport Tess Sewell with a greeting. Levi LaVallee, a year after the crash, and he just shattered that world record. 361 was the previous world record for the snowmobile jump. 412 feet unofficially as it stands right now.
Absolutely amazing, and just both pieces of equipment in the air, so stunning. Brought a welling of emotion to me, and I'm sure to everybody around this event, and Levi and Robbie as well, and the hug from his fiance Kristen, and 412 feet, amazing. Still waiting for that measurement unofficially for Robbie.
Robbie Madison with his son Cruz, the 15-month-old, and wife Amy. Let's go to Jamie Little.
And Robbie Madison, we're hearing 378 was the distance. I know that look on your face. What are you thinking right now?
I won't say I'm going to do it again because that's not happening. But, you know, I'm not too disappointed. I broke the world record in practice, and, you know, we didn't have ideal conditions for what I was riding. But, yeah, I'm just going to take a leaf out of Levi's book. He's got an 800cc engine. I'm going to get some more cc's under me for next time.
378 and 9 inches, I believe, was the exact distance. Now your speed runs. You were 1 mile per hour under.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at that moment?
You know what? I came down. I caught a little bit of a wheel stand, and I had to just touch the clutch. I could bet my bottom dollar was touching the clutch that affected the overall speed. So, you know, it's hard to get that. I was looking for the whole shot, and you just can't get the whole shot in every race. And obviously, I didn't make it the first corner first this time, but. It's all good, you know, I'm just stoked that I'm walking, talking, I got this awesome kid, and this is the best gift, and my beautiful wife, so it's a happy New Year's for me.
How about you guys side by side? What was that like? Everybody was expecting you to be 50 feet farther than him. All of a sudden, he's right next to you.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know where he was. I know that when I went past his takeoff, I heard him, you know, on the gas, and I knew we were close, but, you know, I got to halfway down the runway, and I just felt the bike kind of almost hit a wall, you know. It was just like I wasn't gaining the speed that I'd been gaining the whole way in, and I was ready for the flight, and I got mid-height, and I realized at the last minute I'm not making the mark, but I thought I was close to 378, but you know, Levi had the best seat in the house. He could see me. For me, it felt like I was just one guy up there.
How about the drop-in? There was a lot of talk about that. You guys made adjustments on the bike you hadn't been able to test. Did you get everything that you wanted there?
To be honest, Jamie, I was terrified. You know, when I was kissing my wife and kid goodbye just before, I was hoping it wasn't the last time I got to do it. And that's just the way it is with this game, you know. You never know, and we made a lot of changes. We lifted the ramp up a degree, and I softened my suspension. We got, you know, different wheels on the bike. There's a lot of changes that went into it, and you know, the roll-in was one thing, but all in all, the whole setup was changed. So I was shaking at the knees, and you know, it's one of those things. But to turn around and land safely, and you know, we broke the world record on this jump, so it's all good. I'm stoked.
Valiant effort, one to be proud of. Go enjoy the evening, your new year with your son, Cruz. Let's go over to Sound Masekela with Levi.
Thank you very much, Jamie. 412 feet, my dude.
Is that more than 361?
I think it's a little bit more than 361. All week, you know, your attitude was so calm and collected. I remember yesterday you asked our producer how he was doing. How were you able to keep your mindset all week and then come to this moment?
I tell you what, a lot of it, there's a lot of fear involved with it, but just knowing you had the right people. I mean, between Red Bull setting this amazing setup up and the guys that play us the sled, I mean, everybody just did an amazing job, and like without that backing, there's no way I would be able to do this.
All right, everybody wants to know what it was that you just experienced. Take us from the very beginning when they said, drop the hammer, open it wide open and go. What was it like?
Oh man, once you hammer down, I mean, the thing just rockets out the line and you're going so fast, and the biggest thing is like, just keep it straight, keep it straight. So I was watching the dotted line, I got to the ramp and it was straight at the bottom. I veered a little bit to the right, and I'm like, oh, oh, and fortunately was able to correct it in the air. And I mean, the thing landed super smooth over there, you know, so I was excited.
Were you aware of, did you see him at any point in the air, even catch a glimpse of Robbie?
I honestly, I didn't. I kind of bummed out that I wasn't able to play a spectator and check him out from the side. But, you know, I'm just excited that once I got done sliding into that wall over there, I got up and saw Matt on his bike. I'm like, heck yeah, dude.
Definitely, with the fog rolling in and out. You know, last year, 3 fractured vertebrae, you crack ribs, you hurt your femur, you get a concussion, you don't remember the entire event. People at home, everyone wants to know why. Why? What would drive you to believe that it's possible to make this a reality and set this world record?
I mean, it's just, to me, it was an open book, and it was something I had to overcome. Otherwise, it was going to haunt me the rest of my life. And you know, I'm just excited that we were able to put it together and we do this successfully. You know, after last year being out, I was like, man, you just missed out on the coolest opportunity. And to be here today and be able to land an over 400-foot jump, I mean, you can't make it any better.
Hey, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year. I tell you what, I'm so dang excited. I want to, you know, go out and have some fun, celebrate. And I honestly, I got to give a shout out to all my sponsors, you know, Red Bull, for doing this event. I mean, this is amazing opportunity. Polaris, they've been with me forever. Mystic Lubricants has been awesome. Engine oil is great. Loctite, Parts Unlimited, Artiva, Fox Shocks. You know, you can't believe I could land a 400-foot jump. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be able to do it. So just huge hat off to all those guys. I mean, without that, this stuff wouldn't be possible.
Sounds like Santa blessed you with a nice support team, man. I will see you at WinterX. Unbelievably, Joe, this guy has to go and race 2 races next week in Minnesota on Friday and Saturday, then go test for X Games. We will see you at WinterX. But before all that, just have some fun tonight, man.
Amen to that, man.
All right, congratulations, Levi. Of course, we want to take another look at what went down tonight. Joe, we can watch this all night.
No doubt about it, Sal. Levi LaVallee from Longville, Minnesota, and long indeed, 412 feet. Cameron, what's your big takeaway from what you witnessed?
Well, obviously it's amazing. Analyzing it, it looked like Robbie had a little lift coming into the drop-in ramp. If you look here, he tracked well both times dropping in, just a little bit of gap between the tire and the ramp. That could have been part of the difference. And Levi, spot on. You saw a little bit of lift on the skis, but kept it straight when he dropped in, which was so key.
And then the takeoff from that run-up.
And of course, Robbie looking completely straight, looked like he started to drift just a little bit. There was a tiny amount of side wind, it felt like, as they took off. And you can see he comes down for the landing at 378. Levi carrying on into the 400 range. 412 feet, absolutely amazing. And as he said, he felt like he was really straight, and he felt like he went to the right just a little bit, talking about Levi as he comes in here. We'll see if we can see it, which we don't. It looked like he was straight, maybe a little correction right at the top, but Levi really nailed it when it comes to going straight down the runway and off the ramp.
What did it feel like to be on that sled? Here it is in real time.
And from the sled, you can really see it drift to the right as he went on the takeoff.
And from the bottom of that landing area, of course, keep in mind the team and the crew, how anxious they are for moments. They put so much into the preparation and the equipment and the engineering of the course design. And Robbie Madison's family, his parents, his wife Amy, meanwhile Levi LaVallee, his fiancée Kristen, and now for Robbie also a father, as you saw him instantly embrace his son Cruz, the moment to celebrate. We're going to take a break here on Red Bull New Year No Limits, and we'll come back to San Diego where they flew through the night. LaVallee 412, Madison 378.
I've been doing this for 15